Yeah.
Do it, yeah, bitch.
I said it, bitch.
You do it better than me.
Yeah.
What has got you in the most trouble when it comes to your jokes?
I think this recent one.
Yeah.
About my tweet about the Kendrick Lamar thing that that just fired people up. You know.
We got a clip of that, Joe?
You guys retweeted it. Thanks for that. You just made it worse.
Yeah, we only got like 3 million followers.
So I have a lot of haters. So this is what people got to understand. Okay, what's happening right now with cancel culture? It's a tale as old as human history.
Right.
This is the envy of the capable. Okay. In the Bible, you had Cain and Abel. That's one of the oldest stories in the books. Cain resented and envied Abel. Why? Because everything Abel did was a blessing. Everything he did was good. And Cain, nothing he could do was fitting, you know?
Cain was black, right?
We know that that's true.
Yeah.
They were both Jews, so that should tell you something.
Right.
And so he killed him. He killed Abel.
Killed his brother.
Why did he kill Abel? Because in the heart of envy is this idea that if I can't have it, then no one can.
Right.
And if I can get rid of you, then I can get rid of the pain that I feel that I can't have that thing that you have that comes so naturally to you.
Right.
And this is the heart of all envy. And this is what we're seeing. It's just another manifestation, you know? The communists did it to the Russians, to the ethnic Russians during the Bolshevik Revolution. What was that about? That wasn't about we want a global society of everybody owns things. That's not what that was about. That was about you resented these people because they were highly capable, they were highly talented, they were beautiful. Russians were beautiful people. And you had these like golem looking creatures like, who can't stand it. And they think, well, if I kill them, then I'll be the beautiful one. And this is what you have here. This is what I'm experiencing. You know, I'm one of few funny females, I believe. I don't think it's controversial to say most women aren't funny. And it's not a problem. Once again, we're not supposed to be funny. We're beautiful, right? That's way better, you know? We don't have to work that hard. We just have to look good and not be a bitch. The second one's very challenging for people.
Leonardo, I can't find the tweet, but you talked to Adam McGinnis about it.
I did. Yeah, so
could actually
anyway,
issue a death threat like that. And first of all, you don't know me. You don't know. They just see like what they consider a white woman, and they're like, oh, you know, this is an easy target. I'm like, I grew up in the Bronx, dude. I'm Albanian. This isn't like when somebody issues a death threat, it's fucking on, man. Yeah. And I'm a fighter. Like, sorry, I am. I mean, I'm a girl still, you know, so I'm not going to try to fight dudes. I'm not retarded, but I don't go into, I do get my fight or flight instincts going. I don't go into like, oh no, I should apologize. I'm like, no, I said what I said and I'm not going to back down just because you're threatening me. Like I've had worse threats from people like within my proximity who actually do shit and I don't back down.
Right.
So you think because you're sending me this shit on the internet, like it's insane, man.
So you said that you've got two strikes here that I want to talk about. So one was you said the halftime show was the niggerification of America.
Correct.
And that led to most of the death threats.
Was I wrong?
Yeah, that led to everybody getting super triggered and the death threats and. You know, what did you mean by this? And we'll show you. We're coming to your show, and you better be ready. We're coming to San Bernardino. That's my next show. We'll show you. And I'm like, yeah, you're just like living up to the stereotype right now. By the way,
yeah, you say blacks are violent, they go, I'm going to kill you for saying that. Well, go.
And let me just say something because this is what's so fucking insane to me. You know, I'll answer some DMs. I won't answer all the DMs, but I did get one DM from a black guy that I thought seemed kind of rational. So I like responded to him, you know, and he was like, you know, just using this word as ignorant or whatever. And I said to him, look, we have the freedom to use every single word that's in the English language. And you have the freedom to not like me, not watch my comedy, and not associate with me. That's your freedom. And I'm not kidding you. This is exactly what he said. Freedom is a made-up concept. And I was like, well, I guess we can have slavery again because freedom is a made-up concept.
Right, yeah. And what did he say to that?
Nothing. He blocked me actually after that.
If somebody using the N-word,
Yeah.
if you're offended by that word, that means you are what
Exactly.
that word means.
I'm not going to be offended if somebody calls me, I don't know, Italian. I'm like, I'm not Italian. I don't care. If they're like, you stupid guinea. I'd be like, all right.
Why can they make all this money saying the word though? Yeah.
And well, so that's all about power. And you guys know that. It's all about power. It's a way to say, hey, look, it's taunting. You're taunting white people is what you're doing. Because you basically allow everybody to say it, right? Like your Lebanese guy here, he can say it, right? Your Puerto Ricans can say it. Your Mexicans can say it. The one people that can't say it, supposedly, white people. But then they go, hey, we're going to make all these songs that you guys like and you want to sing to. I dare you to say it.
It's nuts.
So my thing is like, look, there's context for things. If I'm going to quote someone, what am I going to say? I'm going to say N-word. Then you don't know if the guy said N-word or if he actually said the word.
Right.
What are we doing? So we have to all reduce our level of communication to the lowest IQ in the room who can't understand context. Then we also have to reduce everything we do, and this is really where we're at now, according to the most sensitive person in the room, who has the most offensive, I'm the biggest victim. We have to all reduce that to take care of somebody else's feelings. Last I checked, your feelings are your responsibility. If you're upset about something, that's for you to handle. That's not me. We don't have a personal relationship. I don't know you. And you're getting... If I have a personal relationship with someone and I say something that's offensive, it's still their responsibility to manage their emotions. They don't have the right to punch me in the face because I offended them.
Yeah, most of the words we hear from people is not what we're not offended by the words, it's the connotation, the assumptions we put behind those words.
Exactly. And by the way, I also made a tweet, when Kash Patel was getting sworn in on the Hindu Bhagavad Gita.
Oh, here we go.
I was like, the Jetification of America. Nobody cared about that.
Right.
None of those are words. I made them up. They're not even real words.
Right.
So this is all communist playbook, by the way. You know, people don't realize this because we don't study history. But when
it's definitely what it is.
When the Bolshevik Revolution happened, what they did was they stirred up racial and ethnic strife because there were Muslims in Russia, in Orthodox Christian Russia, and they were telling the Muslims how oppressed they are. They were telling them how much better they were, how they had a right and an entitlement, and they played that up to drive people apart. Which, if you compare that to what's happening now, they're doing that with all the ethnic minorities. First they did it with the black people. Now they've brought in people from other countries, and they're telling them they have a right to this land because of what happened to them during colonialism. I'm like, I'm sorry we gave you working toilets. I'm sorry about that. Sorry we gave you running water and the wheel. Sorry about that. Should have just let you die, But they're doing that intentional, because it stirs up strife, and you can attack the strong population that is your barrier to total domination and control. That's the point. And it's easy to do because we're humans, and we have a lot of these emotions are very human. Like, I've experienced envy and resentment. I've experienced, coveting somebody else's success and not wanting them to have it because they shouldn't have it. And that's a really human thing. The difference is I know that's wrong, and I feel fucking shame about that. I don't like that I feel that way. And I pray for help me, but I indulge it. Don't worry. I go check somebody's Instagram account who's doing better than me. Fuck you. They just like you because you're anorexic. So I know this, but the difference is that the culture that we're living in, that we've been living in for at least the last 70 years, has justified those feelings on behalf of those people. It's told them they have a right to feel that way. You're absolutely correct that you're the victim. You're entitled to all of this stuff, and you should go seek revenge.
Yeah. Right.
So that's what's happening.
Yeah, that's what's going on with Tesla dealerships and all that.
That's exactly correct. And it's so hilarious, right?
And liberals, they're all transgenders, a bunch of them.
Transgenders are mentally ill, That's like, I don't understand why that shouldn't even be a debate. I just refuse to have that conversation anymore. It's like, look, when in the 80s, we knew who was crazy, right? We did. We didn't pay attention to the guy on the corner and being like, I'm a woman. We're like, okay, just keep your kids away from him, right?
Right.
Put them in an institution. Now we make them the Secretary of Health. That Rachel Levine.
Yeah.
That guy should be on a corner holding up a sign. It's like the end is near. That's what he should be doing. Why is he making decisions about how we should live our life? But this is all, well, of course, this is all satanic inversion that people need to understand. We've forgotten the world we live in. We have we've completely become unmoored from a conception of that would help us make sense of what's going on, because we have become an atheist country. We have become an atheist country. And I know because I was, for all accounts, atheist. You know, and it's hard. You grow up in this water. You don't even realize what's going on. You know, when you start coming to a faith, it's like your brain starts breaking, actually.
When you think of Christians,
Hey everybody, it's your only two favorite black guys, and we got a new favorite giveaway. This Jeep Rubicon, candy apple red. Yeah, lifted. Yeah, fully loaded. Hey fellas, women love Jeeps. This is crazy. And the reason why we do this, because y'all support us. So we're gonna support you. You know, we're some good guys. Even if we are black, we like to give back. Y'all support us, so we give back to y'all. Who else doing this? Ain't nobody doing that. But y'all are paying my bills, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all want me on food stamps like all the rest of them? I'm working for my money. Go to officialhodgetwins.com. Anything you buy on our site, get you automatically entered to win all our giveaways. No purchase necessary. All employee prohibited. See official rules for details. Yeah.